The other day we were at a downtown cafe when my friend told me that he saw someone win $1 million from the jackpot at a casino. And while most people's first reaction would have been, damn, if only it was me, the first thought I had was, damn, what are the other ways we can make $1 million? Anyway, my friend rushed off for a meeting while I stayed to read. As it was lunchtime, a couple of people dressed in suits and ties walked in and sat at the table next to me. I overheard them talking about their salaries and their long-term investment plans. In particular, a lady wearing a dark blue dress said, "Just 30 more years to go and I can retire. By then, I will have about $1 million in investments and probably around $4,000 a month in passive income." I could see everyone at the table being extremely impressed by her financial planning, until one of them said, "But that's 30 years. I don't want to continue working this dead-end job for that long." Then another said, "Yeah, and we would be almost 60 years old by then. Will we have the time and energy to do what we really want?" Just then, their food came and they started talking about work and complaining about their bosses. And so I started thinking, is there a faster way we can get to $1 million without having to sacrifice decades of our lives? I opened up my laptop and did some research about wealth creation. And by the end of the hour, I stumbled across an interesting table. This table breaks down the different ways a business can make $1 million. But more importantly, it shows the earning potential of running a business as compared to working for someone. And the reason is simple. A business has a lot of potential to grow, while an employee has limited hours in the day for work. I know that we haven't considered the cost and risk of running a business, but the foundational principle remains the same. A business allows you to provide value to any number of customers. Meanwhile, as an employee, you only provide value to one customer, your boss. And in today's world, how much you are paid is based on how much value you can provide. Unless your skills are so valuable that your boss is willing to pay you $1 million for it, which by the way is totally possible and happens today, you might find better luck selling to 10,000 people for $100 each. At this point in time, I looked around me. I thought about the cafe as a business and how it compares to other businesses. My mind also wandered to people who figured out how to make a lot of money in a short time, even without running a business. And that's when I realized the two foundational principles to making a lot of money. I took a sip of my vanilla latte and started writing on a new page. First, maximize the amount of value you are providing others. You can do this by either reaching more people or providing more value to each person you reached. Second, in creating value for others, use as much leverage as possible. That is, find ways to 10 times your results without having to 10 times your efforts. If you can do the above, making $1 million will not be a question of if, but when.